FAA says a proposed skyscraper in downtown Seattle is too tall.
It told the developers their 101-story building could be a hazard to aircraft. KOMO's Matt Markovich reports the FAA doesn't have the final say on that building.
It would be twice as tall as the Space Needle and the tallest building on the West Coast at 101 stories, 1,117 feet above the ground, making it nearly 100 feet taller than the Columbia Tower that's right across the street, currently the tallest building in the Northwest. But the FAA is saying the proposed 4C building is too tall. The FAA has sent notice to its developers saying the structure is presumed to be a hazard to air navigation, to aircraft that routinely fly over downtown on approach to SeaTac Airport and Boeing Field. Construction cranes could also shut down life flight air operations at Harborview Medical Center. But if the building were brought down to the height of the Columbia Tower, the FAA may give it a favorable response.
The history of tall buildings is tightly interwoven with ego and claims.
The developer, Crescent Heights Inspirational Living of Miami, has made a name for building skyscrapers catering to the wealthy, high-end living in a downtown atmosphere. The 4C, which stands for 4th and Columbia, would be a mix of residential apartments, hotel rooms, and 4 levels of shopping. And being the tallest sells.
And therefore, that will have a direct impact on the rentable or saleable area that the developer can return on it.
But the engineer hired by the developer to work with the FAA says it doesn't mean the project is dead. In a statement to KOMO News, David Ketchum says one should not interpret an initial response from the FAA as being representative of the outcome. He says it represents the beginning of a negotiation with the FAA, and most often these processes result in structure heights that meet developer needs while maintaining the integrity of our airspace system. But the FAA doesn't have the final word, city leaders do. In Seattle, Matt Markovich, KOMO News.
In a statement, Crescent Heights says it anticipates a determination of no hazard will